Why, hello there, YouTube audience. This is, your old pal Mo, again. Well, this is going to be kind of a tough, subject for me to touch on, but here goes. As many of us already know, there was another school shooting, this time in Sparks, Nevada, which is up by Reno somewhere, I think, possibly. But gun control, running its typical course, has the what do you call them? The partisan talking heads shouting at each other again, and then people on political forums getting into arguments, calling, name calling and whatnot. But yeah, I am going to probably be hated by both people, but do I care? I think that's my primary existence at this point, is to piss people off. But in any case, there is an article or a blog posted on dailycoz.com, and this article was posted on June 26th, 2013 at 1:26 p.m. and the title is President Obama orders CDC to assess research on gun violence by in the middle, but all by myself. And it'll stick this a little heart or an arrow or something, I don't know, but going on. Now I'll touch on the important points instead of trying to read the whole article, because it'll take too long, and then I'll have to have a code put into to have my video posted on YouTube, so it makes no sense. I posted longer ones before. I think I remember. I don't know, but what it says here. UVCs would be effective. Sure. Okay, I'll be open to that. The assault weapons ban and magazine bans are ineffective and merely symbolic. Okay, I'm all game. Most gun crime is handgun crime. Well, it depends on what kind of handgun you're talking about. There's more than just that one kind of handgun. And I don't think criminals care about quality of handgun. They want a cheap gun that can shoot, pretty much. But anyway, suicide is a bigger problem than homicide, RE firearms. That's what the FBI says, and so does the CDC. Or, sorry, CDC. But a lot of people actually do use firearms successfully in self-defense each year. I'm actually pretty open to the idea of having a firearm in the home to defend myself. And people are constantly try and tell me that there's other ways. If they're sober, sure. If they're on PCP, meth, or drunk, you're not going to be able to do anything with pepper spray or tasers, stun guns either. But moving on. Sandy Hook isn't the problem. Chicago is. Absolutely. There's gang fights all the time there, and I don't see anyone attempting to do anything about it. And they have an assault weapons ban. They still bring them over from other places or whatever. I would assume other states, but whatever. I'm probably going to be hated for this anyway. But, we have a fire. One of the points that they brought is, or they tried to put across, is that we have a firearms violence rate about 20 times higher than other wealthy countries. Yeah, sure, I guess, you know. That's what gunpolicy.com says anyway. But they said that we also lead the civilized world in crime in general. Yeah, we do. In the scope of wealthy countries, we are crime central, but in the world in general, we don't even come close to, say, Somalia or South Africa, but they're still developing. Whatever. Anyway, and then they go into saying, you know, why not put blame on our education system, or primary education system, especially considering that our inner city schools are in decay, and they hire teachers that don't have any desire to, or any passion to teach. They're just there to take up space and get paid. Well, only some of them, but others, they don't get paid that much, so they think, you know, I'll just do a half-assed job and get on with it. But that being said, you know, that honestly, with the decay in our education system, and kind of, in a nutshell, just leaves people high and dry and unable to get a fulfilling job that pays well. So, yeah. But again, you know, whatever. And crime, including gun violence, is getting better, not worse. I'm not gonna. I probably took up a large chunk of this video, going into detail about how how our violence rate is 20 times higher than other wealthy countries. But anyway, let's skip that, so I don't have the time. Alright, here it says on number 3, out of 300 million or so firearms, 100 million are handguns. Yeah. Actually, yeah, they take up about a third of the firearms owned. Number 4, it's handguns. Now I'm probably going to take up more space than needed to make this video, and chances are I'll probably have to post it tomorrow, but here goes. Despite representing about a third of the total number of guns, handguns are responsible for 87% of violent crime and 77% of murder manslaughter. As an aside, Time magazine does a nice breakdown of the 10 most used firearms in crime. And these include, number 1, a Smith & Wesson .38 revolver. A little snub nose, I've seen it. Number 2, a Ruger 9mm semi-automatic. Number 3, Lorson Engineering .380 semi-automatic. Number 4, Raven Arms .25 semi-automatic. Number 5, Mossberg 12-gauge shotgun. Number 6, Smith & Wesson 9mm semi-automatic. Number 7, Smith & Wesson 357 revolver. 8, Brico Arms 9mm semi-automatic. 9, Brico Arms 380 semi-automatic. And number 10, Davis Industries 380 semi-automatic. What do these have in common? They're small, lightweight, cost-effective, and, well, to elaborate on cost-effective, what I mean by that is you can get them for pretty much nothing. Okay, they're pretty much free. And, of course, the assault weapons ban does not apply to these certain firearms. Because they have a magazine capacity of 6 to 10 rounds. So, I still feel confident about an assault weapons ban. Alright. Number 5, mass shootings aren't the problem. Again, Chicago has a constant gang problem. Centering around drugs and whatnot. And even then, the shooting at the Nevada school isn't a massacre. He shot and killed his teacher and wounded 2 students, and then shot himself. Alright. Gun suicide kills more than homicide. I'm not going into detail with that because I'm about out of time. I'll probably make another video to elaborate on this, but guns are used successfully in self-defense more often than you'd think. Okay, more people are buying firearms for self-defense. I will elaborate on this all in another video. Denying guns to people under restraining orders save lives. I should know this from personal experience. I'll go into detail with that later. And 10, it isn't true that most gun acquisitions by criminals can be blamed on a few bad dealers. Now, I'm sorry I didn't have enough time to elaborate on the whole subject. But, being that I'd like to post another video, like, right now, of course, I probably went over time with this one, but, yeah, let's cut back on the time as much as we can. But anyway, this is Mo, or Taylor, here. Protest.